Oh,
A pair of tornadoes tore through the Mississippi Gulf Coast on Sunday morning, leaving behind a trail of damaged homes, businesses, and shaken communities. The National Weather Service, NWS, confirmed touchdowns near Pascagoula and Gautier shortly after 9:20 a.m. Central Time, as a volatile weather system swept across southeastern Louisiana and southern Mississippi. The tornado outbreak was part of a broader severe weather pattern that had prompted a tornado watch for several counties in southern Mississippi, including Jackson, Harrison, Pearl River, Hancock, and Walthall.
You okay, man?
Meteorologists warned of an environment highly conducive to tornadic development, with strong wind shear, elevated dew points, and a fast-moving cold front converging over the Gulf Coast. At 9:20 a.m., a tornado warning was issued near Pascagoula. Within minutes, emergency managers reported a confirmed tornado touchdown approximately 2 miles from Gautier. The rapid onset left little time for residents to seek shelter, though swift alerts and community preparedness helped avert casualties. In Gautier, the Aztecas Restaurant and Cantina on U.S. Highway 90 sustained significant damage. Eyewitnesses captured video footage of the tornado ripping off parts of the roof and shattering the concrete patio. Cinder blocks were hurled into parked vehicles, and debris littered the surrounding area. Staff inside the restaurant, preparing for the Sunday lunch crowd, escaped unharmed. Just east in Pascagoula, at least one home on Catalina Street was damaged, with reports of roof loss and shattered windows. The City of Gautier confirmed heavy damage to 2 local apartment complexes, prompting the opening of emergency shelters for displaced residents. Jackson County Emergency Manager Earl Etheridge stated, "We're fortunate there were no injuries, but the damage to property is real. We're working with local agencies to assess needs and coordinate recovery." Local authorities acted swiftly to support affected residents. Temporary shelters were opened in Gautier and Pascagoula, with volunteers and emergency personnel providing food, water, and medical assistance. The Red Cross deployed mobile units to assist with damage assessment and emotional support. Power outages were reported in scattered areas, though utility crews began restoration efforts within hours. Schools in the affected zones announced closures for Monday to allow for safety inspections and cleanup. Residents described the tornado's arrival as sudden and terrifying. "It sounded like a freight train barreling through the neighborhood," said Maria Lopez, a Gautier resident whose apartment complex was partially damaged. "We ran to the bathroom and held the door shut. When it was over, the patio was gone." Social media was flooded with images and videos showing swirling debris, toppled trees, and damaged rooftops. One video, taken from a nearby parking lot, shows the tornado funnel forming rapidly and striking the Aztecas restaurant with violent force. While Mississippi is no stranger to tornadoes, coastal regions like Pascagoula and Gautier are less frequently impacted than the central parts of the state. However, October is part of the secondary tornado season in the Deep South, when lingering summer warmth collides with advancing cold fronts. Meteorologist Jennifer Gray explained, "This time of year, we see increased instability in the atmosphere. Warm Gulf moisture and upper-level dynamics can produce fast-developing tornadoes, especially in the morning hours when people are less alert." The NWS emphasized that the tornadoes were classified as EF1, with estimated wind speeds between 86 and 110 miles per hour. Though considered weak on the enhanced Fujita scale, EF1 tornadoes can still cause substantial structural damage, especially to older buildings and mobile homes. The tornadoes exposed vulnerabilities in coastal infrastructure, particularly in low-income housing and commercial zones. The damaged apartment complexes in Gautier were built in the 1980s and lacked reinforced roofing. Local officials acknowledged the need for updated building codes and storm-resistant retrofits. "We need to rethink how we build in coastal Mississippi," said Councilwoman Denise Harper. "Climate volatility is increasing, and our infrastructure must be ready, not just for hurricanes, but for tornadoes and flash floods." Emergency alert systems performed well, but some residents reported delays in receiving warnings. The Mississippi Emergency Management Agency, MEMA, pledged to review its protocols and expand outreach, especially to non-English-speaking communities.
Anybody who knows me knows I'm geeking out.
As cleanup begins, the focus shifts to recovery and resilience. Insurance adjusters are on the ground, and FEMA has been notified of the event. While federal disaster declarations are not yet confirmed, state-level assistance is being mobilized.
Make you pucker a little bit, but
Local churches and nonprofits have launched donation drives, collecting clothing, toiletries, and funds for displaced families. Mental health counselors are also being deployed to help residents cope with the trauma. Governor Tate Reeves issued a statement Sunday evening. "Mississippi stands with Pascagoula and Gautier. We will rebuild stronger, and we will support every family affected by this storm." Meanwhile, a powerful storm system swept across the Alabama Gulf Coast on Sunday morning, triggering tornado warnings, flash flood alerts, and widespread concern in the popular beach town of Orange Beach. While no confirmed tornado touchdown has been officially recorded, radar-indicated rotation and eyewitness footage of a funnel cloud have prompted a wave of emergency responses and community vigilance. The National Weather Service, NWS, issued a tornado warning for Orange Beach shortly after 10 a.m. Central Time, as a line of severe thunderstorms moved eastward across Baldwin County. Radar signatures indicated strong rotation within the storm, prompting urgent alerts for residents to seek shelter immediately. By 12:10 p.m., between 3 and 7 inches of rain had already fallen across the region, with more expected throughout the afternoon. A tornado watch and flash flood warning remained in effect until 2:45 p.m., underscoring the dual threat of wind and water. Footage captured by local resident Allie Garrett showed a distinct funnel cloud forming over Orange Beach, swirling ominously above the shoreline. The video, shared widely on social media, depicts the funnel dipping toward the ground before dissipating over the Gulf waters. While the NWS has not confirmed a touchdown, the visual evidence has sparked concern and renewed calls for coastal tornado preparedness. "I've lived here for over 20 years, and I've never seen anything like it," said Garrett. "It was surreal. One moment it was just rain, and the next, this twisting column appeared out of nowhere." Though the tornado itself may not have made landfall, the storm's impact was still significant. Heavy rainfall led to flash flooding in low-lying areas, particularly along Canal Road and Perdido Beach Boulevard. Several vehicles were stranded in rising waters, and emergency crews responded to multiple calls for assistance. Orange Beach utilities reported scattered power outages affecting approximately 1,200 customers. Crews were dispatched throughout the day to restore service, with most outages resolved by evening. No injuries or fatalities have been reported, and structural damage appears minimal. However, city officials urged residents to remain cautious, especially as saturated ground and lingering storms posed continued risks. The storm system that affected Orange Beach was part of a broader outbreak that also spawned confirmed tornadoes in Mississippi earlier that morning, including damaging touchdowns in Pascagoula and Gautier.